Hey guys, my name is Aldas, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking a first look at the 2019 Renault, which will be now driven, of course, by Nico Hulkenberg and Daniel Ricciardo. Now, obviously, I've covered all of the cars that have come out, the Haas, the Toro Rosso, and the Williams. The Williams was definitely an interesting one, so go check that one out for my opinion. And yeah, so the 2019 Renault. Now, obviously, as you can tell, they have not changed the livery too much. There is, if you look at the car actually compared to last year, there is a couple of differences on the side. They've made a few differences, but nothing major. It is basically the same livery. Personally, just like with the Toro Rosso, I actually really like this livery. It's only obviously been around for a year. I didn't expect Renault to change their livery too much, and when I saw pictures of Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Hulkenberg, sort of little teaser shots in their race suits, that pretty much just confirmed that it's going to be, for me anyway, that it was going to be very, very similar, if not the same. And yeah, I really, really like this livery. It's such a cool livery. I love the fact that from one angle it looks, completely yellow if you look front on, and then from the side it looks almost primarily completely black with only a few sort of yellow outlines. So this concept is such a great sort of design. They had it obviously for last year, or they launched it for last year, and I'm really happy that they have kept it. I'm not too mad that they haven't changed it. Like I said, it's almost the same with the Toro Rosso. I think this is one of the best liveries on the grid in 2018, and will continue to be one of the best liveries for 2019. To be honest, out of the cars that have already launched, this is my favourite. In terms of aerodynamics, once again, obviously, this is not the real... this is a CGI car. This isn't the real car in the flesh, or in the metal, I suppose, not in the flesh. Or in the carbon fibre, actually. What am I on about metal? And this is not the real car in the carbon fibre, if that even makes sense, which it probably doesn't. But yeah, anyway, it's still obviously interesting to look at the CGI car, and it's still great to see the 2019 Challenger for Renault. Now, in terms of aerodynamics, this car is actually a little bit interesting. Some of it has got some cool sort of new features that you can sort of look at what the team is going to have in 2019, and there's also a lot of stuff that they're hiding as well that is quite plain. Now, once again, just like with all of these car launches, this is definitely nowhere near the car that we're going to see in testing, 110%. But it's still cool to see anyway. So obviously, this is the picture from the front of the car. You can see, I love that the fact that they put the soft tyres on. I love that combination, obviously, with the yellow sidewall and the car as well. Now, if we jump in actually to this shot, which is the dead-on shot from the front of the car. Now, the first really interesting thing to look at, obviously we'll be looking at the front wings of all of these cars because it's sort of the biggest change for 2019, and this is a very interesting change. Now, up until this point, all of the front wings that we've seen for 2019, the main actual, carbon fiber blades and the elements that obviously make up the more simpler front wings for 2019, they've all been sort of quite boxy, nothing, too outrageous. They've just been very basic. And I'll obviously throw a picture of the Toro Rosso actually for the 2019 to sort of give an example. It's a very basic sort of front wing. I mean, it's as standard as you can get. It just sort of, goes up at the start and then continues towards the end plates of the front wing. Now, the Renault is very interesting because it's actually much more curvier. It sort of goes up at the start, and I'm working my way from the very center of the car, outwards. It sort of starts up high, but then it sort of tapers towards the end plate, which is very interesting. Now, we haven't actually seen this in any other cars. So, again, even though the wings are much more simpler, there's still quite a lot of room to maneuver. There's different things that the teams can do, and it's very interesting to see, Renault doing this. So something unique to the car, and it's something that we'll definitely be seeing more of in 2019 throughout the grid. So again, just obviously trying to manage that airflow, because of course they're losing so much more downforce compared to the older front wing. So yeah, a really cool sort of nod to what we're going to see more of in 2019. Now, the next picture I'm going to show you is from the very top of the car. This is a really great picture actually from the very, very top of the car, and I want you to look at just in front of the front wheels, the back of the barge board. Now, again, I'll throw up a picture of the 2018, sort of the rear part of the barge board of the Renault, and as you can see from the 2019 car, there is nothing on there actually. It is completely simple. There's just nothing on there. It is plain, and once again, it is the teams hiding what they're doing. This is just obviously a CGI render, and they do not want to show anyone what they've been doing, so it's a very simple one on the CGI, but we know, obviously, even from 2018, how crazy even they can get on the rear of the barge board. So again, Renault trying to hide stuff, and again, it just makes me even more excited for testing. These cars are going to look completely different when we get there aerodynamically, and I'm very, very excited. Now, the last few pictures are all just from a few different angles and some studio shots as well, more of that CGI car. And then also I'll throw in a picture of Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Hulkenberg in there. But yeah, that's pretty much all that there is really to the Renault. It's got quite interesting aerodynamics as well. It is very, very similar to the 2018 car, so there is loads that I don't think there is obviously some changes to the barge board, but again, it's very similar to the 2018 car, so not really much to discuss from there. But once again, it's a great livery. It's great to see the Renault team. I'm expecting big things from them this season. If you watch my predictions video, I definitely had a bold prediction for Renault, and go check that out if you want. So yeah, but this driver lineup is, and I've said this before actually, pound for pound, this is the strongest lineup on the field. These two drivers are not only both consistent, Nico Hulkenberg being best of the rest in 2018, Daniel Ricciardo, yes, being unlucky with reliability, but still getting, 2 wins and a couple of podiums as well. He actually didn't have a podium after Monaco, so just shows how bad his reliability was. But pound for pound, this is the best driver lineup on the grid. These guys are fast and they are consistent as well. I'm expecting big things from them. I'm expecting this to be close, and I just can't wait to see these guys. I can't wait to see Daniel Ricciardo actually racing again. It was such a hard 2018 season for him with all the reliability issues. But yeah, him up against Nico Hulkenberg, well, it's going to be amazing. I've actually very recently made a video about Nico Hulkenberg, asking the question, can he compete with the very best in 2019? And I'll link that above, so go check out. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what Renault are going to do. They are definitely a team that are in the ascendancy. And is it going to continue for 2019? Because like I said, they've been getting better and better and better every single year since they came in 2016. So I'm expecting big things from them, but at the same time, I really hope they can challenge Red Bull, make it a more competitive grid, especially at the front, and maybe even push for to try and win the title in 2021 with the brand new regulations and everything like that. But obviously, baby steps. It's so hard. The closer you get to the top, the more difficult it is to make those steps up to be the better and better car. But again, this is just another piece of the 2019 puzzle that is going to be an amazing season. But what do you guys think of the 2019 Renault? Do you like that they have kept the livery the same, or do you not like it? What do you think of the livery? What do you think of the driver lineup? And who is going to come out on top in 2019? Like I said, me personally, I love this livery. It was one of the best in 2018, and it still is going to be one of the best in 2019. But yeah, we've still got some big cars coming out very, very soon. Ferrari, Mercedes, all the top teams still yet to launch their cars. And then we have also Force India, McLaren, and all of those teams. So there's still plenty of car launches to come. But yeah, this was a great one. And yeah, don't forget to check out all of my other car launches that are coming out very, very soon. And yeah, don't forget to comment in the box below what you thought of this car and everything about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.